All right, you guys, back at it again with another video here in beautiful Houston, Texas, which you see the city just behind me with the sun beaming down on myself, and it's a little humid. Don't forget to like, subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell. And this is by far one of my favorite subjects on mindset and the different ones that you'll want to have, because this is an absolute game changer. Because I see so many people that have their goals, they know the next steps to make towards those goals, but they have limiting beliefs and they are in their own way. And a lot of that comes down to your mindset and your why. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned until the very end to get some of these game-changing mindsets to have. Whoa.
That's good.
Yep. Right, so I almost lost, well, I actually did forget my wallet, but luckily we've got technology, is what I like to say it. So ordered some Smoothie King and just used GPay is what they call it. But going back to mindset, this is by far the game changer. If there's anything that you can get away from just all of the content that I push out there and the life experiences that I share. And one thing I want to allude to everyone is I'm not perfect by any means. I still make mistakes to this day. And the other day is that I forgot when I shaved my head in the shower, I missed the spot, and I'm walking around with this huge hair patch in the back of my head. So I still make mistakes to this day and things such as that. But in my early 20s, this is where I really started to come across how important it is, how you actually think about things and the people you surround yourself with. So pivotal moment, I'm at this college party, having a good time, doing what college kids do at that time. And what I end up doing is I ended up drifting away from the crowd, and I'm out in the middle of this boat or canoe, whatever it is, and I'm looking out. It's very silent. You hear crickets, and you can see the moon flashing on the waves of the lake. And this question comes down to me and asks me, Sterling, is this what you want to do with your life? And up until that point is I had just gotten to real estate, and I was still figuring things out, like in life in general. And after that, I answered to that question, no, this is not. And I did this one key thing, which was mindset. So ever since then, I would go to the library every single day. And one of the first people I came across was Earl Nightingale. And what I did was I literally had to rewire my whole way of how I thought about things in my mindset and how I believed in myself, courage and confidence and business and philosophies on how to live life. And that's where things started to change. And I'm going to go into those mindsets that I learned, those key ones. So you'll definitely want to stay until the very end and take some notes, you guys. Go ahead, grab a pen and paper, because there's going to be some bombs that are dropped. But I'm going to go ahead and grab a smoothie because I'm going to get some boxing in too. And do not want to, what do you call that? Just, I need something in my stomach so I'll be able to function and don't get knocked out, even though I won't get knocked out because we won't be doing any of that today, just being on the punching bag. But I digress. Follow me along. Wow. All right, you guys, so as we're pulling out, we got the trifecta is what I like to call it, with all the buses. Well, we got 4 buses. The wheels on the bus go round and round. And I remember growing up, and this actually just came across my mind, did you guys ever watch The Magic School Bus? That was actually a pretty good show. And it's around about 5 o'clock right now, and we're going into rush hour. So hopefully it doesn't take that long for us to get to the gym. Because the other day, normally what takes me 10 to 15 minute drive took 50 minutes. So that, when I actually got there, is everyone was already pretty much warmed up, and I had to jump right into it. Got warmed up still, but don't want to jump right into a workout without getting warmed up, because I'm getting a little bit older, so it's even more of a higher probability for risking getting injury. So like to get there early, get my hand wraps on, get my boxing shoes on, get the blood flowing, and do a little bit of head movements. And I've really enjoyed picking up boxing, because it's just something that you want to have in your back pocket in the event someone wants to try and mess with you. So there's always that, having that combat sport. Appreciate it. All right, smoothie time. Oh, good catch there. All right, let's go, let's go. That door is locked. As Kanye would say is, make myself a smoothie. Then me and wifey make a movie. All right, let's go. All right, jumping into one of the mindsets is abundance versus scarcity. And what this means is exactly what it is just knowing that there is an abundance of deals out there, or if you're in dating, for instance, there's an abundance of women or men or whatever the case is, versus staying on one individual or even one deal in particular. Because if you have the scarcity mindset, you believe that there's only a finite of deals that are out there and that all of them have already been taken, not knowing that in each and every market, there is still an opportunity. You may have to work a little bit harder just due to where the market is, but there's still plenty of opportunity. And by having the scarcity mindset, that can get you in trouble. And one story that I want to share with you is there was this deal. It was 118 unit that was in 120 unit apartment complex in Cincinnati, Ohio, and went under contract on the deal, and ended up that we went over budget when we actually did the inspection on the property. So we went back and we did all the numbers, and we wanted the deal so much, and we felt that there wasn't other deals, that we wanted to try and do everything to make it work. But realistically is what we ended up just taking a step back and saying that there's an abundance of deals that are out there. Let's go ahead and pass on this, because actually if we would have bought that deal, we would have ended up in likely a negative cash flow situation, and it would have affected our relationship with our investors. So all these things that would have had negative effects, versus when you have the abundance mindset and just knowing that there's just another deal right around the corner, and I'll be able to seize that opportunity once it comes about, or when you put in the work to make it arise. All right, traffic, there's more Ford Maverick, there's more traffic, there's Ford Chaps. It's that song, if you've ever watched the movie Malibu's Most Wanted, it comes to mind every time I get stuck in traffic. And just wanted to go into the next point while we're actually sitting here, because that's how it can get when you're out here in the city and it's just past the 5 o'clock hour. And the next mindset is accepting full responsibility that you are where you are up until this point because of you. So there's that. Or the victim mindset, which everything's out of my control and there's no way that I can change things because there's the government that's out there, they're doing all these things, and that in order for me to accomplish something, they've got to help me out, and that you're giving away your control. And when I came across this philosophy of accepting more accountability for myself, that looking in the mirror that, hey, Sterling, you are where you are now today. And if you're not satisfied with it, that you look in the mirror and the only person that can actually change it. And of course, there are some circumstances that are out of my control, but the things that I can control, that I go out there and I have to figure it out, versus the victim mindset, taking that, well, I am the way I am. I was born in Section 8 housing, welfare, food stamps, and there's no way I can actually make something out of myself because I came from that environment. That's the victim mindset. So I just wanted to share that one with you guys, because that's another very common one. And just to further expand and become the strongest version of yourself, and it all just starts with the way of thinking. So we're going to go into the next one for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and punch up a bag or punch up someone. No, definitely not someone. But yeah, get the blood flowing. Give me a quick second. Time to get this workout in. I got caught in traffic, so I'm just a little bit behind, but it's all good. Better late is better late than never.
We gonna do that. Pull up. Said pull up, run it back. Said pull up, I said pull up, said pull up, said pull up. Yeah, she get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it.
All right, so that's always fun and a good time. But the next thing I wanted to go into, which actually wraps into that, is the constant stretching for self-improvement. It's a journey, and when I know and I'm aware that I'm efficient in an area, I accept full responsibility that I need to get better in that. So whether that is relationships with relatives, or running the numbers on deals, or being better at managing people, or just simply outsourcing it, that I'm aware that, okay, I need to improve in that area, versus having more of a fixed mindset growth that, okay, this is where I'm at today, I can't fix it, because there's always room for improvement. And every day when I wake up is, how can I improve and be better than the day I was before? And I want to look back 5 years from now, and even 10 years from now, actually, matter of fact, even a year from now, and say, gosh, I changed so much and evolved as a human being and an individual. So I trust that you're on the same journey as well. And to give you guys some practical things that you can do on the self-improvement side is things such as what I was doing is on the fitness side is, and going out and working out, and just not working out is actually what you put into your body. So having a good diet, because you only have one body, and maybe in the future they'll figure out a way to where you can get more bodies if one just doesn't work for you. And attending conferences, boot camps that are out there, because I've attended people like Grant Cardone, several of his boot camps on the sales side, because I'm a firm believer that sales is everything, not just in business, but even in life. So those are some practical things. And then books, which I'll go into some recommendations. Maverick Mindset by Doug Hall, Awaken the Giant from Within by Tony Robbins, Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone, 10X by Grant Cardone, Jab Jab Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. So many books that come to mind, and would like for you all to comment below what has been one of your favorite books that's been a game changer for you, because it comes down is what you are constantly consuming in your mind, and that will help to be able to adjust it so you can constantly be evolving as an individual, versus having the fixed mindset, which we'll go into the differences between the growth and the fixed mindset. All right, you guys, and lastly is the growth mindset versus fixed mindset. And there's actually a book out there by Carol Dweck that goes into this very matter, that the growth mindset is knowing that, okay, the current skills that I do have, whether it is I'm okay at math, or I don't know how to make a certain cold call to someone, or whatever it is, whatever skills, is just knowing that you can improve on those skills, versus the fixed mindset is, okay, I am how I am, and that these are my weaknesses, and I'm steadily, that's just how it's going to be, without knowing that you can actually build upon that and improve and become better. And I'll give you a prime example with me is that cold calling is, I had no clue how to absolutely even do that. Calling a complete stranger and the actual structure of the call, what to say on the call, I didn't know. But what I did was I found out, okay, I don't have the skill. Let me find other people who have the skill and now pick it up and improve on it. And then also finding deals and being able to analyze them. So all these different things that I didn't have, but I had the growth mindset that, okay, there's a way for me to bridge the gap between where I am and where I want to go. So that's what I have for you guys. If there's something I miss, comment below with that of a mindset you may have adopted or a philosophy. And don't forget to like and subscribe to content, and then comment below. It really means a lot to me, you guys. I'm going to come out with the shirt that says, do it for the algorithm. Until then, keep being awesome. Appreciate you. Oh, let me jump down.